I see you. Welcome. We are going to begin in a minute. Stay with me. Today is going to be so amazing. Hello, good morning. I see you. Welcome. Good morning, and welcome again. We are taking off immediately. Today is our success book review, and we are reviewing the book Success Through a Positive Mental Attitude. This is a very big book and very interesting read, packed with a lot of stories, principles, stories, examples. It's something that you would love to read, and it's something that as you read, you are going to find things that you can apply immediately. You can begin to apply immediately. A lot of things are going to be resonating with you as you read this book. It's an amazing, amazing book. I highly recommend it. So today I am going to just pick out a few points from this book, and then as usual, my takeaway points from the book. So this book, my name is Ogbueli. I am an inspirational reading coach and author, co-founder of Faith Resources, the informal organization that provides platform for personal and spiritual growth. And this platform is one of Faith Resources creations. So welcome again, and thank you for taking out your time for your very, very busy schedule to be with me this 20 to 30 minutes. So, Success Through a Positive Mental Attitude, written by Napoleon Hill and W. Clement Stone. It's a classic self-help success book. Like when they say something is a self-help book, it actually, lives up to that name. It is a book that you will read on your own, and you're going to gain so many ideas, so many principles that you can apply that will immediately begin to transform your life. You will actually begin to see that change. That is why it's termed self-help, because it will definitely help you when you read it. So I want to run a brief history about Napoleon Hill. Napoleon Hill, if you remember the book Think and Grow Rich, the all-time classic book that has helped millions of people all over the world to move from rags to riches. He's the author of that book, and he was commissioned by his mentor. His mentor told him to go and interview 500 very successful Americans at that time to find out their principles of success and put it in a book so that people everywhere can read the same principles and gain the same results. So he went on a quest for over 20 years. He interviewed a lot of people like Henry Ford, Edison, a lot of all these big time inventors, and he was able to gather some information from them. He discovered that these principles of success, they are all similar. Like these over 500 people practice the same the same things that led them to where they are today. So he put it together in a book called Think and Grow Rich, and then the success principles. We are going to be sharing some of those success principles here in this review, and then some of my takeaway points. So in general, this book is all about how to apply these success principles with a positive mental attitude. Applying the principles I'm going to share from this book with a positive mental attitude. That positive mental attitude is key to gaining the desired result, because without it, you will be self-sabotaging yourself. A positive mental attitude is that attitude of seeing the bright side of life, seeing the possibilities out there, even in the midst of the issues and the problems or the difficulties that you're facing or you're seeing around you. Being able to look past the difficulties and seeing the bright part of life. That is one key in positive mental attitude. And the thing about this positive mental attitude is that it's a choice that you make for yourself. Like, you choose to be positive or you choose to be negative. Of course, the people that have the negative mental attitude, they always feel that they can't help it. They can't help it. But can't you see that things are not working? Can't you see the reason why I'm complaining? They feel like they cannot help it. They just have to complain. They have to blame somebody. But it is actually a choice to be positive or to be negative. So let's run into the success principles. I'm going to run through them. We have shared these principles in one of my previous reviews, the time we reviewed Think and Grow Rich. So if you can find that video, you'll see, hear some of the things that we shared from it. We're just going to run through this principle as a foundation to build on the other parts of the review. So the very first principle here is the positive mental attitude. It is so important because the author said, without the positive mental attitude, all these other principles, they will not be effective. So first of all, you have to get to the point that you believe that the future is bright. You believe it and you see it, and then you begin to pursue it. Now the second one is definiteness of purpose. For you to accomplish anything that is very tangible in this life, you must know exactly what you want. Like when you look at all the people that have accomplished great things, even around you, all over the world, you will discover that they had a definiteness of purpose. They knew exactly what they wanted to accomplish. They were not playing games with it. It was not like a either or something, like is that we do this or that. They knew exactly what they wanted to accomplish, and they went after it with everything that they have. So you must have a definiteness of purpose, plus your positive mental attitude. The third principle mentioned in this book is going the extra mile. It's just saying going the extra mile, it explains it on its own. Give more than required. Like, do extra. Go the extra mile. The fourth one, self-discipline. It is said that even if you have your goals, you have a big dream, you have everything, the plans, without self-discipline, you will not be able to accomplish these things, because it takes discipline for you to actually pursue your dreams and your goals. It takes self-discipline to do that. And self-discipline is making yourself do what should be done, when it should be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. That is self-discipline. The other principle shared here is the mastermind. The mastermind is about coming together as 2 or 3 people coming together and putting their skills together to accomplish something. Great people and people that have accomplished great things, they understand that they cannot accomplish great things alone. they cannot accomplish great things alone. They understand the power of teamwork. They understand the power of running together with people that have the same mindset, the same dream, the same goals. They might not necessarily have the same skill set, but they can bring together their various skills, their various, their various strategies to be able to pursue the same vision. It has to be the same vision. So having a mastermind is very, very important on your journey to accomplishing great things. There is the part of enthusiasm. You have to, it's part of being having a positive mental attitude. You have to be enthusiastic about your dream. You cannot be walking around, sad and gloom. When you're sharing your dreams, you're so sad and gloom, you don't even believe that this will happen. The enthusiasm is very important, even in your relationship with people. Relationship with your mastermind, relationship with other people, you have to be enthusiastic. You have to be easy to go along with. There are some people that are so difficult to go along with. You can't even get through them. To approach them is a problem. You don't have to be that kind of person. If you want to accomplish great things, you have to be easy to go along. You have to be agreeable. You really don't have to, agree with what everybody is saying, but you don't have to spell it out in front of them. Oh, you're wrong. You just have to be agreeable, enthusiastic, and easy to approach and go along with. So I'm just running through these the principles of success stated in this book, after which I'll go through my personal take from the book. So he also talks about budgeting time and money. They say time management is not really time management, it's actually life management. The ability to know what to do at the right time and actually do the things that are important to you at the right time, not wasting precious time doing low value tasks, and all that. So there are so many other ones, but I'm going to leave it there because I want you to go and read this book. That's why we're not giving everything. So you go and read this book for yourself while I continue with the other parts of my takeaway. So the very first part, I mentioned it before, is that the choice to have a positive mental attitude or a negative mental attitude is yours, is a personal choice, is yours, is mine. I can choose to be positive about life. I can choose, even in the midst of what is going on in the economy, in the world, the pandemic, the economy, in my surrounding, I can choose to still see the future and to see it bright and clear and beautiful. See myself in that future, having a beautiful life. Now, the second, my second takeaway point is that whatever your mind can conceive and believe, then you can actually achieve it. One of the major things I love about these book reviews is that most of these books, they share similar ideas. They have the same ideas. So this part of repetition, going through these things over and over, it helps it to simmer inside our hearts, to understand this power of the mind. Like most of these success books that we've been reviewing every Tuesday, you will agree with me that they always talk about the power of your mind, the power of imagination, the power of using your imagination to create the beauty that you want to see in your life. So here again, it says, whatever your mind can conceive and believe, then you can achieve it. So if you actually have a definiteness of purpose and you believe it, that you can accomplish it, you will definitely accomplish it if you take the necessary steps towards it. Because it's not just enough to have a plan, a goal and a plan. You have to really get up and take action to be able to see anything come to pass. So my third takeaway point is that people that ever achieve great things or will ever accomplish anything great, they are very, very certain about what they want to accomplish. I said this earlier before. People that, if you look around you, if there is anybody that they say, okay, this is a great person, this is a great person, he has done this great thing. Those people, they they knew exactly what they wanted to accomplish. They knew it, and they worked and pursued it. All these books that we have here, and so much more that we have in our devices, in my devices and all that, when you read them, you will see that this same trend in it. Like, they knew that they wanted to accomplish something. They knew that they had something to offer to this world. They believed it, and it's that belief that drove them to action. Example, watching me this morning on this book review is because I believe that we can actually empower people with knowledge. I know what knowledge has done for me. I know how reading and knowledge has transformed my life, and I know that it can happen to anyone. So I believe the power of knowledge to transform people's lives, and that belief has driven me to be here this morning, and you're here watching. So anybody that ever accomplished any great thing, they had something tangible in their mind. They knew exactly what they wanted to accomplish, and they moved towards that accomplishment. So the fourth one is, every adversity has the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit. People with positive mental attitude, when there's a problem, they actually know that there is an opportunity somewhere. But people with negative mental attitude, once they see any kind of opposition, any kind of problem, they draw back and they run. But every opposition, every problem comes with it, with an equal or even greater seed of benefit. It's just for us to open our eyes to see it. There is a story shared in this book about a man called Milo Jones. This man, he was a farmer in Wisconsin then, and all of a sudden he became sick, and that sickness drove him to paralysis. He became completely paralyzed from neck down. Couldn't move his hands, couldn't move his legs. Imagine a farmer being paralyzed. So everybody, his family members, his friends, thought he was going to be just miserable all the rest of his life. But as he lay on his bed one day, he made up his mind that he's going to see something good in this situation. So he called his family together and said, we are going to clear our farm. We'll clear the whole farm. We're going to plant corn everywhere, and then we are going to raise pigs, and they are going to feed the pigs with the corn that they planted. And when the pigs grow up a little, they just grow up a little as baby pigs, they are going to kill all the pigs and turn them and use them to make sausages. He didn't stop there. He said they're going to make those sausages and they're going to distribute it to stores across America, and they are going to sell like hot cakes. This was the dream of someone on a bed, a paralyzed man. He had already seen it in his mind. The way I stated it, they're going to clear the farm, number one. He knew what he wanted. They will clear the farm, they will plant corn, they're going to raise pigs, and while the pigs grow up a little, they will kill the pigs, they will turn them into sausages, they will distribute the sausages across the stores in America, and not just that, they are going to sell like hotcakes. He already saw everything, and then they now started working towards it. And that was exactly what happened, because Mr. Jones' little sausages became like a household name. And in different households in America, it was selling like hotcakes. And this man ended up dying a multi-millionaire, even with his disability. He still was able to come out of that disability and make something great out of his life. So it's a choice. It's a choice to be positive, to see a future, a brighter future, or to be negative. You just, fall back, throw in the towel. I'm already paralyzed. What can come out of this? I'm all gone. Why give it a try? So you see, positive mental attitude is a major key to achieving that level of success in life. So another point that I'm going to mention here is success is achieved and maintained by those who try and keep on trying. So even if you get up, you have the dream, you have the plan, and you get up to make those moves and you encounter oppositions, like I said, don't fall back. Don't throw in the towel. Keep going. Keep going. Keep on going. As you keep trying and trying, you keep perfecting. I just read the story about PayPal, how they started PayPal. Initially, the idea of PayPal was not to be like a payment, gateway for online buyers. It was meant to be like a security something, an online security stuff. But while they started, people were coming in with different, ideas. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? But they kept moving. They kept moving until they finally decided to build a niche, to cover the area of payment, online payments. And the security was also part of it, because PayPal, they say, is one of the payment portals that it's the fraud level is so low because they perfected the area of security. So what the points I'm bringing out from here is that just keep trying. Like, you might go off with your initial plan and ideas, but as you encounter things, don't give up. You can just adjust. Be malleable until you are able to carve out that niche for yourself where you excel. So finally, to become an expert achiever in any human field or activity, it takes practice. It's like I'm going over this again. It takes practice. Even if you meet maybe the greatest keyboardists or the greatest artists of all time, they didn't just wake up and draw that masterpiece that made them amazing. They kept practicing. Even the greatest footballers, that their practice time is always more than the average, footballer. They kept practicing. So what skill do you have that you're honing? What is that thing that you want to bring to the table? Just keep practicing. Keep practicing. And keep practicing. So these are my takeaway points from this book. I hope you were able to get something. And what I'm doing now, I'm actually practicing my public speaking skills. I'm practicing. Imagine doing this every single week for the rest of the year. Of course, I'll be better. I'll get better with time. So just keep practicing that thing that you believe in, that desire that you have. Believe that you can accomplish it. Go after it. Don't give up. Keep on practicing and practicing. We will get to that place of so much success. And this is the end of today's book review. If you got any value from it, just let me know on the comment section. Just give me thumbs up on the comment section. I will appreciate that. So thank you so much. If you want the book, you can have access to the book in our library or in the accountability platform where we drop all the books every single week. So I will see you again on Thursday, our Faith Book Review Day, where we'll be reviewing the book How to Live and Not Die by Novel Hayes. This is such a wonderful book. How to Live and Not Die. So I want you to know that these books that we are, reviewing every week, we've actually done our research. They are the best, that's why we picked them. We know that when you read them, you're going to gain so much value. That's why we picked them, and we want to encourage you to read them. The Tuesday reviews, we review self-help books. So they will actually help you. Then the Thursday reviews, we review faith books. So they will actually help your spiritual life. So please, I hope to see you again on Thursday. Bye-bye for now. Bye.